Hello, motherfuckers. Hello, motherfuckers. Oh, just thought I'd do a quick vlog after finishing City of the Damned. I need to sleep now. Just took my pill. Very tired. City of the Damned's been a weird game to work on, but I think I'm pretty happy with it. I don't know. I need to have some distance from it now and also do some patchwork. And it should be. You can test it out, play it on it if you want. Alien Rabbit as a thing is going pretty well actually. I'm actually doing a lot more getting out there just in my local area, which I think has been really useful for developing the business side of things and just trying to basically become more professional doing publishing. Struggling a bit with sleep at the minute, so that's why I've taken a pill, obviously, because if I don't do that then it just makes me ill, basically, because I have bipolar and all that, which doesn't make life that easy sometimes. But whatever, it's not my problem, it's the world's problem. If people have a problem with you having bipolar, if you're open about it, which means you're just open in society about who you are, then it's their problem, really. It's their own judgments, it's their own snap to judgments. Maybe they've had a bad experience with someone with bipolar in the past. I don't know why I'm going on to this, but why not, for God's sake. So I think, it doesn't make you intrinsically good being bipolar, but it doesn't make you intrinsically bad, which is part of what the game's exploring as well. See, moral ambiguity and the of life, basically. Just how people who are somewhere in the middle, which is, after all, most of us, are us, human beings. That's what we are. We're not black or white. An obvious Nietzschean point, of course, but it's the reality of life itself, I think. So yeah, anyway, that's all the heavy stuff out of the way. The game doesn't force you really to make any. Well, basically, it's got good and evil. So some obviously certain things are judged as evil. I mean, they were very obviously evil. You can go down. There's actually one path which is like the actual mechanics of the game itself, and it's not that dissimilar to a single player Mafia in a lot of ways. So Mafia, or a werewolf game, is a bit a sort of psychological social experiment game, really. I played it a lot when I was in Moscow and a bit when I was in secondary school as well, I think, as werewolf. But basically, you assume roles, but obviously in the game you're just playing, you're a single player, but you're not. It's not a multiplayer game, it never will be. In that game it's just all about who are you really? Are you a person who just, is like lawful good and will just go by the book, as it were, or are you sort of chaotic neutral, whereas you'll sort of play both sides against each other? Sometimes you can do that actually. There's actually very much like a book element in there. Reading enhances your statistics. It's very obviously inspired by Dungeons and Dragons, because I've been playing Dungeons and Dragons a bit in the last few years again, more so. So it is. It's the first game I've used artificial intelligence for the artwork. So also it was a purely experimental way of seeing how I could integrate that into game design. I used to just do all the 2D game art myself. I used to just draw it myself, which I did for the first game, Noir Nights, which is available on Android Play Store and on the web if you want to play it as well. Try it out for free. Anyway, Alien Rabbit in general is still kicking. We had some money come in, so that's good. Also helped another artist to sell some work. Hopefully get some more stalls going so we can sell some more work. But we had a pretty successful market stall actually on, made about just under £200. So the artist got his work, you know, the artist got work. One of the, because I do realise that a lot of people probably have concerns, potentially I'm just preempting sort of criticism that the game might get basically about using artificial intelligence, but I think it's fair enough because I've been an artist for 15 years, drawing, painting, not making much money, and also I'm skint, so, and I can't, I have my mid-journey credits have ran out anyway, so I made use of the available technology, experimented with it, and tried to make something with it that's a game, as opposed to, obviously, in the future I probably will be working more with, I want to anyway, work more with, you know, artists who are struggling and just haven't got that much money, because I'm also in the same boat, to be honest. It's a weird and tough time we find ourselves in, really. Just everybody's just, I think in the UK anyway, certainly, everybody's just skint, poor, living on credit. That was me for a while, but I've started, I don't want to be involved much in that game anymore, as much as I can be. Like I've got shit I need to sort out money wise and everything. It's a pain in the ass, man. Actually, pain in the ass. This will probably get shadow banned because I'm swearing, but I don't know. For some reason, that's what we do in the modern world. Just, I don't know. Anyway, trigger warning. I'm swearing. Oh dear. I'm becoming like a proper elderly old fucker. You know, just you get more despondent as life goes on. You just, I don't know. I'm obviously just like in a bit of a mood. I don't know. I think it's all bollocks, really. The way that, I don't know. I mean, obviously swearing, there has to be some. Like, I'll mark this video, for example, it's just for adults, because I swear. The game itself is probably suitable for 16 plus, I'd say. It's got some BDSM elements in it for the sex stuff, and also it's got obviously violence. But those things exist in the world, so I just think censoring them, and this relates a lot to what I've talked about before about violence in video games, is nonsensical. You can't, if something exists in the world and games is just like another form of cinema, then they also have to explore those things, right? One of the key things that they're down is exploring is fear of the occult, fear of cults in general. The idea of what a cult is and how they emerge, and that's a lot of my fiction work is actually exploring that. I actually really need to rewatch a documentary by an artist called Jamie Stantonian, which is all about cults basically and satanic panics and that sort of thing in the 80s. I don't think we'll see any much of that, but I wouldn't be surprised given the degeneration in the general popular culture and politics. So I wouldn't be that surprised if that starts happening. If you want to relate this to, like, you could do, I suppose, to any society that tries to think that its culture is the greatest, or, you know, it's just there's a lot of that's unfortunately happening in Europe and Russia and probably, I don't know about America much. I'm not trying to not listen about what Donald Trump's up to at the minute. Hopefully he's really just dying soon, I hope. Just naturally. Time will get him in the end anyway. He's just a fucking prick. But you do get despondent, certainly, in life when you just see the worst elements of humanity just rising to the top consistently. I mean, I do feel a bit of resentment, definitely, towards the fact that I'm 37 and I'm skint and I've been working my ass off my entire life, programming for 18 years. I didn't get a job today as well, which was pretty shit, to be honest. But fuck it, who gives a shit? Just go on. I'm gonna probably gonna try and just become an odd job computer man as well. Do a bit of web contracting. I'm already doing that actually at the minute, so that's good. working on an app that I can't talk too much about it, obviously, but it's a 3D application. So WebGL is probably still safe for a few more years, I guess. The web GPU is coming not that far off, so I'm gonna have to start thinking about that as well. I'm starting to do that's like WebAssembly and stuff. Anyway, yeah, I don't know what this is about. It's just a vlog about this day. Yeah, I feel like I'm a bit pissy, so I need to go to sleep, I think. I don't know. Probably you can relate if you've had depression or anything like bipolarity or schizoaffective schizophrenia, even schizophrenia, I guess. It just gets boring. You eventually just get tired of analysing everything and consistently having this mind that just hyperanalyzes. That's why I smoke. Hyperanalyzes everything to the point of just actual. It just gets boring. Just analysing. Hence why I do the creative work, because then I don't have to analyse. I just let it all flow. Obviously, emotions come into it as well. You know, obviously, you can't help not come into it. I do get emotionally attached, obviously, to games are designed. I want people to like them. I want people to get something from them. Like I said, this game needs some bug testing, some fixing, and sent it out the link to internal testers because, yeah, you need feedback from people. Obviously, if you're going to do games design, because players are going to play the game, so they're going to have to know what they think, how they feel, and the flow of the game itself. This is 11 minutes already. Anyway, peace and that, and yeah, good evening.